G'day folks, Damon from Nomad Design. I've got the Dartwing 130 here. This is the sinking version. Comes in a sinking and a floating version. Now I want to show you how to work these because the floating and the sinking version, there's a couple of different ways that you can work both of them. So the cool thing with the Dartwing is it's designed as a long skinny baitfish profile. It's obviously got these sort of wings on the head that cause it to sort of skitter side to side, and it's also got a design on the belly where it's kind of like a keel. So the sinking version basically sits in the water at the back and the head kind of just twists side to side. It's a really cool action, gets the fish very, very excited. And the floating version, you can basically do a straight wind, use it as a popper, or you can do a little walk the dog deal with it. So I'll show you with the sinking version first how to use it. The first retrieve, very, very simple. It's just a straight wind. So the idea is you want to hold the rod tip up and just get it skipping. So it'll kind of skitter side to side. You can see it doing a bit of an S-shape deal, and you just control the speed so that you've got the right sort of action going on. So the other one that you can use is basically a twitch of the rod. So what you want to be doing here is start winding when you cast, get it up on the surface, and then just start giving it little twitches of the rod. So what'll happen there is the tail of the lure sits in the water and the head basically just kind of bounces along, and it looks very, very appealing to any sort of predatory fish. Just looks like a wounded bait fish on the surface. So the other one, and I'll show you the retrieve here just with the sinking version. This is really a retrieve you'd want to use with the floater. So the idea with this would be it's sitting out there floating on top, and you want to just give it a little twitch of the rod tip, and what it'll do is it'll kind of dart sideways and it'll spit a little bit of water. So it sort of looks like a fleeing prawn, and it just kind of flicks and spits across the top. So obviously the floating one, you can do the same sort of deal with the rod, this kind of twitchy rod action, and it's like a walk the dog sort of deal. So it'll basically dart sort of side to side, spit water as it goes. So there's the range of options for the floating and the sinking Dartwing. They cast an absolute mile. They're fantastic for any sort of species that like feeding on the surface, and they come with a through wire system, great range of colours, and you can go and check them out on the website at nomaddesigntackle.com.